Welcome back to Two Thumbs Up Movie Reviews and More, and today we're talking about The Long Walk. There's a moment early on when dusk settles across a barren highway, and 50 young men are told to keep walking or face certain death. In that silence, every breath, every heartbeat, every step feels vital. In the darkness of the unimaginable faint, glimmers of light begin to burn, guiding both the walkers and the audience through cruelty towards meaning. Even in the midst of extreme depravity, there is light in the form of friendship, hope, and sacrifice. The rules are harsh. Fall behind 3 times and you are shot. Cooper Hoffman as Ray Garrity and David Johnson as Peter McFreeze are more than competitors. They embody perseverance. Ray steels himself with the promise of revenge, while Peter becomes a moral compass, reminding the others to not lose the sight of beauty and family. Moments like these are deeply human, small sparks in the darkness. Every second is weighted. A stumble, a shared bottle of water, a friend falling behind. None of it is wasted. The walkers' interactions, their stories, and the internal journeys they endure make the walk more than a test of endurance. It is a test of humanity. Even the graphic violence is staged with care, focusing on reaction and consequence, rather than spectacle, exposing how raw life becomes when survival is the only goal. And at its core, this is a story about perseverance, not just physical endurance through pain, exhaustion, and the threat of death, but moral endurance. Ray's quest for revenge adds darkness, but also meaning, while Peter's eventual victory becomes an act of defiance. The story challenges viewers to imagine keeping kindness, empathy, and generosity alive in a system built to reward strength and ruthlessness. The violence is relentless and disturbing, but it serves the story's message rather than distracting from it. Without this darkness, the light of human courage, compassion, and connection would not feel as powerful. Some supporting characters are less developed and the pacing can drag, but those are minor flaws in a story that demands reflection. This is not a feel-good story. It is harsh and unflinching, but in its shadow there is light. It reminds us that every moment matters, that even when we feel beaten, even when we have the chance to assert meaning, sometimes the greatest acts of rebellion come not in loud declarations, but in small, exhausted steps forward. This story heaves you wounded, unbroken, and the human spirit shines brightest in adversity. And for me, it gets 2 thumbs up.